I think what attracted me to join the programme was that Tackling the Blues is playing its part in opening up the conversation around mental health a little bit more, or a lot more, which can never be a bad thing. So that was the main thing that got me involved. And then there's all those great benefits that come with it for me, like employability skills, and it's just a nice way to spend your time.
Coordinators came on to one of my lectures and I thought that it seemed really, really interesting, and I've not worked with mental health before, so I thought that would be something that would be really, really good to then take into schools when I do my placements.
I was attracted to the Tackling the Blues programme basically just over everything it stood for, because I've always wanted to be involved within mental health, and it was just the fact that we were delivering sessions into school, like primary schools and high schools, making them aware and promoting mental health.
I think because it's an award-winning programme, and I can see why with the work they do with the children and young people throughout the programme. I think it's really important teaching the children so early on the importance of mental health and the looking out for the symptoms.
Through being a mentor for Tackling the Blues, I've developed my communication skills, working with lots of different people, leadership, and starting to lead some of the sessions, working with loads of different people that I wouldn't normally have a chance to work with on my course.
I think the work I've done with Tackling the Blues is going to really increase my employability, because it's exactly what I want to go into after I've finished my studies and my masters. So it was perfect for me really. When I found out that the role was available, I jumped straight onto it, and like I said, I've learnt so many different aspects, from teamwork and improving my confidence in front of delivering sessions and communication skills. It's really helps me a lot.
I think Tackling the Blues will help me with my employability in a positive way, because obviously I've gained loads of skills that will be adapted to the workplace and things like that, such as my confidence, speaking in front of people, working with children, working with a wide range of different people.
My first session I ever delivered, I was really anxious and I was scared because I didn't know how they'd react to me, or if they didn't want to be involved, or if they I don't know how I would have been, because I've never been in that situation. But as soon as I did the first session, they were so welcoming and they were so involved and engaged, and it just made me fit right in and comfortable. And some of the teachers in the schools, they just made me feel comfortable as well, and they had a talk with me, and I just felt like I fitted in, so it was really nice. What I've got out of being a student mentor, I'd say, is my confidence. It's really built on my confidence, because I've been doing sessions with children, just being up there on my own sometimes, and it's just really made me more confident.
For Tackling the Blues, we have received so much training. We've done Ambassador of Hope training, we've done mental health first aid, we've done stuff on CAMS and ACEs, and the support that's available for us and for the children and young people that we work with.
So the training that I've received from Tackling the Blues programme is quite a lot really. There's a lot, because we started online, so we did I think it was a psychological first aid training, there was suicide alliance training, mental health first aid training, and there was so many more to prepare us for how to talk to children, and if someone came to us with a problem, how to deal with it. So there was so much training involved, but it wasn't as if it was a chore. It was enjoyable, and I really enjoyed taking part in them.
It's really helped my own mental health literacy. Just knowing that there's that many people out there that are happy to talk about it, and we're going into schools and kind of expanding that conversation has helped me understand that it's fine to talk about. I think my own mental health is something that took me a while to get to grips with, probably until I was about 20. I didn't really know how to develop coping mechanisms and things like that. So it took me a while to figure out. Yeah, and and doing Tackling the Blues has kind of helped along with that.
Tackling the Blues has developed my mental health literacy and also enabled me to help support others to develop their mental health literacy and learn more about mental health.
The Tackling the Blues programme has impacted my mental health literacy quite a lot really, because when I was in high school I suffered with anxiety a lot, and I don't feel like I knew anything about it, how to cope with it, or didn't think it was very talked about, and like teachers didn't really mention anything or give the support. So it's now going through the training and like supporting children, I actually know my own coping mechanisms now, which I never knew when I was younger, and it's just made me really wish that I had that opportunity when I was younger to be able to do it.
I think it's impacted my mental health literacy in such a positive way, because it's made me aware of things that I probably wasn't aware of before to do with mental health, and like I said, it's helped me both in like my personal life and during this programme, and I feel like I'm able to help other people now as well.
Yeah, it's definitely opened my eyes to, I suppose, the current mental health literacy and what we need going into schools, and for the children to understand thoroughly what mental health is all about, and including the different mental illnesses and how we actually approach them, and how we talk about them confidently. I think that's really important for them to understand. For preparing for a delivery, we have a session template, so we make sure that we hit every objectives for the children, and we are very thorough with that and making sure that it all flows together, so the children are, you know, getting the most out of it and developing. And like I said, it's all about hitting them objectives, making sure they're fully aware of mental health, and I suppose the different components and symptoms and experiences that comes with, and making them realise that obviously it is very, very normal and it is in everyday life now. So yeah, it's huge for us to really plan that out, and I think it's really beneficial going into the sessions, having that structure to it as well.
So I prepare for a session by talking with the other mentors in the school, and then considering what the children like and what they don't like, and how I can incorporate that into what I already want to do with them and the plan that I already have in mind.
I'll help my lead mentor with developing session plans. We'll bounce ideas off each other for the next week. So sometimes we do that virtually, sometimes we do that in person, depending on how much time we have. And then sometimes I'll write the lesson plans and making any resources that might be needed for the next week.
So I prepare for the sessions. I try to plan my sessions a week before, so I'll make the plan at the start of the week, and then I'll refresh and go over it the day before, so I'm remembering what key points that I want to make to the children. And then also, just before we go into the schools, I meet the other mentors that are in the same group as me, and we talk through how we're going to deliver it, who wants to do what part, so we all get to do our own part of it and no one's left out, and just so it runs smoothly. But it's just so we can basically get the key points of what we need to get across by the end of the session.
Delivering the sessions and actually standing in front of the class is so amazing. Obviously, with this year I didn't get to go on placement, but standing in front of a class of children has been amazing, and having a different perspective than always being the teacher or the teaching assistant, being able to stand in front of them as a mentor and actually almost get down to their level and talk to them more like a friend or someone who is supportive.
So actually delivering the sessions, we go in and we introduce ourselves, and we work it week by week, and we just gradually take them into it as well. You know, we don't go in the deep end with them, we just start nice and easy, and I think the kids really start to take that on as well. I think they throw everything into it, they engage, and they're brilliant, and I think it pays off as well, because we have an activity booklet, and you can see that the work that they put in, and the understanding they have of mental health, which is obviously brilliant for us, because we know that it's working, it's got a great impact on them.
Obviously each week varies depending on like what theme we're doing, whether it's physical activity or like an in lesson one, but usually, say if it's an in lesson one, we'll go in, greet the kids, ask them how they are, talk about the last week's session, and then we'll go ahead with whatever the theme of the week is. A lot of it, obviously we try to make as most of it interactive as possible to keep the children engaged and everything like that.
I think the biggest benefit the children get is being able to develop their own understanding of their mental health, the mental health of those around them, such as family and friends, and just really understanding why they feel the way they feel and being able to express it in a way that they couldn't before.
So I think for the children and young people who take part in the programme, they're always really excited to see you when you come into the school. They're always smiling, telling you about what's happened earlier in the week or earlier in the day or what they did over the weekend. And they've started to use a lot of the terminology that we use, so mental health, and they've started to describe their emotions.
I think it has a huge impact, tackling the blues, on the children, especially just, I think the main thing is the normality of talking about mental health and just getting them comfortable with it as well, because I know going back to when I was in school we had nothing like that, so I think it's huge that they have the opportunity for people like us to go in and to get that ball rolling really, so it's normal, completely normal to them.
The thing I enjoy most about being a mentor is being able to just get out there and have fun, and it's also educational for the children and myself. It really benefits them and it benefits me in my own practice as well.
What I enjoy the most about being a Tackling the Blues mentor is the delivery of the sessions with the children, because that's just the fun of it really. Like, you do all the planning at home and then actually delivering the sessions and seeing that the work that you've put into it is actually paid off and that they're enjoying the sessions that you've planned. It's really nice, and sometimes you can get involved in the sports sessions. It's a bit tiring, but I enjoy getting involved.
I enjoy every moment of being a Tackling the Blues lead mentor. It's, like I said, it's an amazing opportunity for myself, and from working with the kids and seeing them enjoying themselves, I think that's the biggest reward out of it really. And like I said, in the activity booklet they show what they've learned, and it's great to see them developing that understanding of mental health and illnesses, and it makes our job a lot easier when they engage as well, and you can see them having fun and really get involved. It's brilliant for us. Yeah, I've loved every minute of it.
And on a personal level, it's quite enriching and uplifting to be a part of a group that is working to try and improve mental health, or give people the capacity to improve their mental health. There's something quite profound in all that teamwork. It's nice to be a part of.
Yeah, I've got a lot out of being a student mentor. It's really improved my confidence and my delivery. Standing in front of a classroom and even outside teaching the sports, it's really helped me grow as a person as well. Like I said, with the confidence, going into every session is just a breeze now, and I've really enjoyed every moment of it.
People should definitely get involved with Tackling the Blues because it's fun. That's the crux of it. It's fun, you're working with great people and you're doing a great thing.
I would say definitely do it, definitely apply for it, see where it will take you, because you might think that you're just going to be in one school delivering to one group of kids, but that might turn into so much more. You start to build relationships with the children, and it's amazing to work with them, sometimes on a one-to-one basis, and get to know them.
I'd say go for it. I would say there's so many benefits to doing it. Like you said, like the employability side of it's great, and whether you're looking to go into something working with children particularly, like it's a really good thing to have on your CV, and it's also really good to improve your confidence in public speaking and things like that.
So if there was another student wanting to take part in the programme, I'd urge them to do it, because I never knew about this opportunity until I came to Edgehill, and as soon as it was presented to me I just took it, and I didn't want to pass it. But I'd tell them that there's nothing that can go wrong with it, and it's just a great experience, and it's easy going. Everyone's here to support you, and the coordinators that are there with us each week, they're so supportive. And like on my first session, I was telling Jack that I was really anxious and I was worried, so he kind of brought me into it slowly, and he gave like a bit of a tester of like how things run, and then from there it's just been easy. So I'd urge anyone to get involved, and other schools to take part as well.
I think the biggest advice for any student mentor that wants to take this on is just enjoy yourself really. as soon as you get into it, you absolutely love it, and you know, it is a real Tackling the Blues family as well. I think that's really helped me as a mentor. We're all there for each other, and you know, it's a easy contact, and they'll get back to you straight away. And if you may not be confident going in, you've always got someone there to pick you up and to give you a bit of help, and it just makes all of you grow together, and it's really nice seeing the outcomes that you've produced so far, and yeah, it's brilliant.